This is the Mosen Mortgage Program with Sarah Mosen. Mosen Mortgage is licensed in several states for residential and commercial purchases and refinancing. Call 800-662-9550. And now, here's your host, Sarah Mosen.
Great to be back here again, folks. And it's great to have Christina here from our office. And how are you today, Christina?
I'm well, Sarah. Thanks for asking. How are you doing?
Doing good. I love having you on the air because you're part of the Mosen team and family. I've had you with us forever.
Ever. Oh, I'm aged.
You're not aged, hardly. But you also bring to the table the typical questions people ask and what's going on with our portfolio products with lending and financing and things of that nature. So I wanted to just go through a few things because one of the exciting parts of what we're offering are the 62 years and above folks who are looking at being mortgage free.
Yeah, fabulous new product that's available out there for you to not only not have a mortgage payment, but you can also eliminate all of your other debt and not have any payment that month to live debt free and enjoy those years.
Right. And this is the thing about folks who may be going through a period where you're 62 years and above, and perhaps you're juggling bills and you're missing mortgage payments and you're afraid of losing your house, or you simply don't want to pay the mortgage.
That's right.
You can get qualified for this. It doesn't matter whether it's an income issue or even being late on the mortgage, right?
Exactly. It's using your home equity to your advantage, and it's not that a bank is taking your home by any means. You're just using your ability and your home ownership to be able to become debt-free.
And the big part of the picture here is, which I love, is it's government sponsored.
Yep.
So you go into an interview process so that you can actually speak to someone who is part of the government agency to make sure that you understand the terms.
Exactly. You'll understand it from top to bottom before you sign any papers.
Right. And so what makes it so clear and transparent before you proceed with the government-sponsored agency is that you can understand the dynamics of this program. And even though you're mortgage-free, you may wonder, well, what if my spouse is under 62? What if they're 57? Well, you can still be qualified. If you want the property to go to your children, you can will it. You can put it in the will.
That's right.
So there's a lot of options here where a lot of folks think that, oh, well, you know what, I have this property and if I'm mortgage free, I don't need to pay a mortgage, that I'm giving it up to the bank. That's simply not true.
Exactly. It's not something that we want you to be afraid of. Just call us. Just ask the question like Sarah says. And, if you find the, ultimate solution to your debt problems in this program, don't feel that you're going to go in it uneducated. There is a tutorial on it. We'll answer any questions you might have on it, but just give us a call and let us see if it applies to you, or see if we can help you with where you stand right now with your mortgage, and maybe a reverse mortgage would be perfect for you.
The other thing that we're noticing is it's been last couple of months we see a noticeable change and shift in equity rising in the property. That means values are going up.
They are. They're going up quite quickly.
Right. And it's so that allows you to make your money work for you. Which
that equity never goes away. It's something that you have built into your home and built into your equity. So using your equity to your advantage is definitely, now's the time to be able to do it. And seeing houses increase in value is definite, showing of the positivity of coming out of the recession. So it's something that we can show you how you can put your finances into your home.
You can make that money work for you. You can put it towards retirement. You can put it towards renovations. You reduce the interest rate anyways, right?
Exactly. So lower interest rates, all of the interest that you pay in your home is tax deductible, so there's that advantage. Having a mortgage is as close to borrowing free money as you could possibly get.
It is. It truly is, with rates so very low at 60-year lows. 7 million homes out there are now holding rates that are simply too high. They can consolidate their mortgage. They can reduce the term. They can reduce the rate. We have over 50 wholesale lenders. Our rates are super low. We're at 3s and 4s. And especially for our servicemen and women, they're at 3.5%, right?
Oh, it's fantastic. Oh, the Veterans Program, well deserved to our servicemen and women out there to be able to give us a call. Let us show you what this program can do for you. If you're looking at purchasing a home, no money down. It's a fantastic option with 0%. down payment and no mortgage insurance associated with it, give us a call. We'd love to help you out.
You can always reach us here at 1-800-662-9550. I have Christina here from the Mosen team because we've tried to work and help as many folks out there. We've been with Salem Radio for over, it's been 8 years at least, and for myself 10 years on air and giving advice as well as sharing knowledge. And it's so very important to not be fearful or have anxiety, or not at least ask questions to find out how we can help you reduce that term on your loan. Or if you want to buy a home, it's 38% cheaper to buy than rent. You told me that stat.
I'm good for something.
You're good for a lot. I'm always learning from you, Christina. But 38% cheaper than if you were renting.
Exactly. And how rewarding is it to know that it's yours?
You're building equity. You're building net worth. And, with tax season coming up, fun. We also want to pay attention to whether or not you have outstanding bills. Do you owe money to the IRS? Do you owe money on other liens or judgments? And homeowners and commercial property owners need to know that they have options. When you take out cash, you can pay off liens and judgments.
That's right. And it's a great way to do it without paying the high interest rate debts, and also the interest on that being tax deductible instead of just paying somebody else to make that money for you.
Right. And so essentially you are able to release yourself from any of these, and it's like an albatross around your neck. It's very heavy weight when you're not in a place where you can at least have options, give money back to the community, to the church, towards retirement, towards other expenses. And what's nice about refinancing is that you can pick and choose what credit cards you want to pay off.
Right.
I mean, if you have an 18% credit card and you have a mortgage rate of 3% or 4%, it's a no-brainer, really. The reality is that it is so simple to just reduce, that payment on that mortgage $400 or $500 a month, if not $800, depending on what you're doing, which calculates to, sometimes we're looking at $200,000, $300,000, $400,000 in interest, right?
Exactly. I have a lot of people that will call and say, you know what, Christina is always afraid to give you a call.
Yeah.
I hear you guys on the radio, but I'm afraid. I was always writing down the number or just got caught up with something else to do. But just pick up the phone, give us a call, and we'll talk to you personally about where you are with your finances, whether you're looking at buying a home, whether you want to buy a home this year, next year, whether you're looking at refinancing, or if you're worried about what your credit might be. Give us a call. We'll help you and guide you down the right path and make sure that you're using what the current market is to your advantage.
I think it's more the fact that we are held hostage to previous beliefs where someone may have denied you on a loan, or just simply because we don't know, or we haven't asked the right questions, or we've asked the questions but to the wrong person. And there's a saying, I watched this movie once and I loved it. It was, sometimes getting on the wrong train can still get you to the right station. Isn't that interesting?
That's cute.
Yeah, because sometimes you may not have picked the right option, and perhaps it was the company wasn't a right fit for you. But what's nice about it is that for us, everything's a learning experience, and we're here to be of service. We're available 24/7. As I've said, I'm available all the time. You can call me 1-800-662-9550, and we have a really kind, solid team. Christina, you're wonderful. You really are. You're great at what you do. You seriously are. And we have, a great deal of care and interest in getting you to the point where you're reaching all of your goals. And finances are really important. They're really critical in the, dynamics of relationships, family.
It is. And it's good to have a strong ally on your team. And we want to work with you. And if you have any New Year's resolutions, and that should be to, have a strong ally on your team that you want to help gear you towards all of your financial goals.
I've always said, folks, it's a great time to buy. It's a buyer's market. It's also a great time to, if you are struggling with mortgage payments, if you're 62 years and above, there's a government-sponsored program. You want to stay in that house. You don't want to lose that house. Even if you miss mortgage payments, if you have outstanding credit card bills, you can get approved for a mortgage-free loan where you can actually live in that house mortgage-free, and income isn't an issue, or late payments are an issue on the mortgage. By the time you're reaching at the age of 62 years and above, those are golden years. Those are years where you want your freedom, to
That's
be able
right.
to just
live in peace and not have the burden of debt lingering over you.
right. And the process is seamless. And I love the fact that you go through an interview process with a government-sponsored individual who will make sure you understand the dynamics, and then you proceed if you wish.
Right. No pressure.
No pressure. And again, I've always said, ask questions, find out what we can do for you. 7 million of you out there can get refinanced and can lower their payment dramatically. So it's good to know whether we can reduce your mortgage by $300-400. And 1 in 10 of us is holding an upside down mortgage where you owe more than the value of the property. We can still refinance you. We can still lower the rate without an appraisal. So we have a lot of different options. And that's what makes it fun about finance, that we're not just limiting you to one area.
Right. Give us the paint and we'll paint the picture.
I like that. Again, folks, Christina is here on air with me, and if you have questions, obviously call me at 1-800-662-9550. It's great having you here today, Christina.
Thanks, Sarah.
Stay well, folks.
This has been the Mosen Mortgage Program with Sarah Mosen. Mosen Mortgage is licensed in several states for residential and commercial purchases and refinancing. Call 800-662-9550.